So what was it like when you first started dating him then?
When we, I think, went to glass dances.
Okay. Was that before you started dating? Was he allowed to go to dances with you? Or was that once you started dating?
When we, our first date probably was to a dance.
Okay. So he could, like,
Did
did they
you?
have dances when they're 14 or 15 years old that he just couldn't go to, or couldn't go with you to them?
He couldn't go to them until he was
Man.
16.
They were strict.
Yeah. Did you ever read our high school yearbooks, what we wrote to each other?
No. What'd you say?
You'll have to read it.
Okay. Is it for a son's eyes to read?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing in my yearbook I wouldn't be
In your boudoir?
embarrassed or ashamed for you to read.
Okay. Do you remember where your first date was?
Well, I think it was probably to
Oh, to a dance, you said.
a dance.
Okay, that's right. What about your first date that wasn't to a dance?
It was probably to a movie. And you could drive.
Like a drive-in theater?
Well, it's probably movie theater.
Okay.
Mhm. And then, this, after we graduated, was really when we started dating. Because his folks moved to Des Moines when his father was a Methodist minister and got assigned to a church in Des Moines. And my folks moved to Des Moines to a ranch style house north of town. And so Dad would pick me up for a date and we'd go out. He'd take me out to a dinner and then we'd go to a movie. That was my favorite kind of date.
So you had both graduated high school at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we saw each other during the summer
Before you went to
Summers.
Stevens?
and during the Christmas break.
And you went to Stevens right after you just had the summer off, and then you went, and Dad went to Harvard.
Right.
And then, did Dad have 2 years at Harvard, and then he took a break?
I think so.
Okay. And he stayed in Boston then, or did he come back to
He came
Iowa?
home and worked at a golf course to earn some money.
Okay. And you're still going to Stevens at this point? Because you went to Stevens, you did Stevens straight through, correct?
2 years at Stevens.
Oh, it's just 2 years at Stevens?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then did you go right to Parsons after that?
Uh-huh. I went there for a summer, took some summer classes
At Parsons?
ever since.
Okay.
It's a 3-year school. So I took some summer classes and then went 2 years to Parsons. And so I never had enough points to graduate, but it was such an expensive school and so expensive to live in New York
Mm-hmm.
that I couldn't ask my folks to spend any more money on me.
Okay.
And I was, on the dean's list anyway, so I didn't need a piece of paper.
I didn't know. So you didn't graduate from Parsons?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I never knew that.
Never might have held me back.
Yeah. If you're able to get work, then, like I said, what does a piece of paper need?
Right.
So what were you and Dad doing while you were in Parsons? Would he come out to visit?
Oh, yeah. He'd come down and visit me
From Boston, or
from Boston.
okay.
And I thought he'd invite me to one of his dances. And so my mom made this nice outfit for me to wear to a dance in a Jackie Kennedy style. Very simple, elegant dress. And he never invited me to dance. I never wore that.
Oh, so you never wore the dress?
Mm-mm.
Did Dad know about the dress?
I told him later.
Was Dad much of a dancer back then?
Well, I guess not that much. I don't know why he didn't. Well, I do remember going up to visit him at Harvard,
Uh-huh.
but not very often.
Well, I know you two love to dance
We
at the
go-
jazz festivals,
Uh-huh.
but when he was younger, did he like to dance as well?
He said he just wasn't that interested in dating or dancing. He was more interested in sports. He said he only invited girls to dances so people wouldn't think
Oh yeah. Dad had beards.
We did go up to visit his best friend was Kink,
Uh-huh.
Kincaid Webb, and his folks lived in Scituate, south of Boston, and we'd go up. Oh, that was after we were married, so never mind. I think we did go up and visit Kink and his folks though before we were married, but mostly after we were married.
Was Kink his roommate when he first got to Harvard? Because I know that there's a guy he didn't like and that he got into a fight with.
Yeah. I don't know if he was, but somehow they were in the same house.
Okay.